So here is my 2022 Ram 3500 single rear wheel, big horn, 6.7 liter standard output with a 32 gallon fuel tank. That was a mouthful, but I'll show you the truck, I'll show you the trailer, let you know the weights, how I think it's towed so far, and pulling it up a decent sized mountain pass. And yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, it's a single rear wheel, and I have got the B&W Goose Ball. I really didn't want a fifth wheel in my truck. I love having a gooseneck, even though people do say it rides worse. To me, it's worth it having my truck bed instantly and not having to take anything out. So again, it's the standard output 6.7 liter, and it's got the 31 gallon tank. And my biggest regret, honestly, with this truck is I wish I had that 50 gallon tank for towing. I obviously wish I had the high output, but so far I don't feel it's necessary. I just really wish I had the 50 gallon fuel tank, so that way I could go almost 450 to possibly 500 miles towing on flat ground, and probably in the low 400s, high 300s in the mountain passes. Where right now with this 32 gallon tank, I'm having to fill up like every 250 miles on flat ground, and it's probably going to be like 200 once I get into the mountain ranges. So just annoying having to stop, where if I had a big 50 gallon tank, I wouldn't have to stop if I didn't want to, where now I'm kind of forced to, and stuff like that. So I really didn't want a dually, which is why I got the single rear wheel. And I'm a Ford guy. I really wish I had a Ford, but Ford was like $10,000 over MSRP at the time, so I went with a Dodge. But it is the long bed. And again, there's the B&W gooseneck, and I got the outlet, and then I had to install the 7-pin plug. Yeah, I'll bring you guys over to the camper. Alright, so we have our 2017 Grand Design 376. This is a 41.5 foot motorhome, and dry it's about 15,700 pounds, right around there. I'll show you the sticker in a minute. So it's a triple axle toy hauler with 5 slides, and we have got 2 bikes, as you can see over there. We have a Yamaha Tenere 700, which is 450 pounds, and we have a Kawasaki KLX 230, which is about 300 pounds. And then we have a bunch of additional workout equipment. I have jack stands and surfboard and other stuff. So we're probably at right around 1,000 pounds in the toy hauler itself. Our cargo capacity is 4,100 pounds, which is absolutely massive. And then the dry weight is 15,834 pounds. So again, probably pushing the 19,000, and then with a full tank of water, probably right around 20,000 pounds. It's a big unit. You guys already saw on the truck, I obviously have the gooseneck, and this is the Gen Y. I believe this is the 45 or 5,500 pound pin weight. I'm not sure. We got this with the unit already, got it included, and this was the one I originally wanted, and so far I'm happy with it. No issues. The only thing is that it does have a lot of chucking, and I've seen other people say the same thing. But overall, I'd still take this over having a big fifth wheel in my truck bed, and I feel like they should come with this factory personally. 3,000 to 4,000 feet of elevation gain, and there's 2 routes we could go to get to White Sands National Park from where we're at in Roswell. We could do Cloudcroft or go up north to, I think it's Reduso Downs. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And I've done Cloudcroft before on my motorcycle 2 years ago, and I know how steep it is. So for my first time towing 20,000 pounds, I'm going to go up north where it's not as steep and windy, so that way I can just take my time and not be stressed going down the mountain pass. Over time, I'm sure I'll build my confidence, and I think the truck will be completely fine, especially the exhaust brake going downhill. But just the err on the side of caution, we're going to go up north, and considering it's like 110 degrees out, save my brakes and not make the truck work so hard going uphill from the east side as well. So yeah, we'll see how this does and see if my opinion changes of the standard output and if I really think I need it or not. But yeah, let's see how she tows. Alright, so we just got past Reduso Downs. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And so far the truck's been very good, actually. I didn't even realize we climbed 3,000 feet. And now we're going up to the top of the mountain pass. I don't know what the top elevation is. We'll find out once we get there. But again, I did this route instead of Cloudcroft just because I've done Cloudcroft and I know how steep and narrow or windy the roads are. But so far, this standard output truck it's not surprising me. It's not like overpowering, but it's plenty, I would say. We even stopped on the incline. I don't know what the grade was, to get some drinks and go to the bathroom on the side of the road, and the truck pulled right up completely fine from a dead stop. So right now I'm in I think I'm in 4th gear, going like 52. My temps are pretty normal actually for being almost 95 degrees outside. But yeah, again, the only thing I really wish I had was the larger fuel tank, and so far the standard output's doing fine. We'll find out once we get to maybe like Colorado, Montana. But for maxing out this truck, a single rear wheel with almost 20,000 pounds, I can't complain. I'm not overly impressed, but it hasn't let me down, so whatever that means to you.
Wow, there you go. Oh yeah, the chucking. Love the chuck.
So this will be the first time testing out the exhaust brake on an actual mountain. I'm not sure how steep of grades we're going to get, but I am looking forward just to seeing how well the truck's going to do, because I've never used it going down a mountain pass, just big hills in West Texas and East New Mexico. So see how she does. All right, so we got down the mountain and we didn't even film because it was honestly pretty much effortless with this truck. The exhaust brake was great. The truck brakes themselves were great, with the trailer brakes obviously, and it was pretty effortless going down. My only complaint was the cruise control with the automatic exhaust brake was not working how I thought it was supposed to. I thought I could set it to say 60 or 65 like I had, but oftentimes it would bring me up to like 70, 71 miles per hour, and I would manually have to push the brakes to then slow everything down. So I'm not sure if I don't understand that correctly. Maybe I have to limit the gears or something, but it wasn't doing what I thought it was supposed to do, actually keeping the speed downhill to 65 and not going up to 71 or whatever. But when I wasn't using cruise control, it was great, and I think I would prefer that anyway. I would feel more in control not having cruise control on downhill. But again, the only thing I really could say is I wish I had airbags and the 50-gallon tank. So this single row wheel pulled the 20,000 pounds across the U.S. Great so far. Great in the mountain passes. I'm sure a dually would feel more stable, handle the weight better. But for those of us that don't want a dually and either can't afford or can't find a high output, like I could not find any high output, and the one that I did find was a bright blue color that I didn't like, so I went with this truck and pretty happy with it. I don't feel like I need the high output, considering the max tow on this is 20,000 pounds, and I'm right there. So maybe my mind will change once I get up to steeper mountain passes that aren't highways, where it's more windy and slower speeds. But so far, the mountain pass here in New Mexico was easy, and then we're heading up to Santa Fe and Taos, which are also going to be decent sized passes depending on which way we go. But so far, I can't really complain. I am a Ford guy. I really wish I had a Ford, but I'm very happy with the 6-speed and the standard output coming. So yeah, for any of you guys wondering, it did pretty good for a single row wheel standard output truck towing 20,000 pounds. See you guys.